Yep.
Hello guys. Welcome to round 7 in Tier 1 around Brazil. Today I'm joined by Deepakraj and it's me Alphabot in commentary for you guys. Hi Deepak, what's going on?
Hey, Alphabot. Yep, it's been a good weekend, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a very exciting race on our hands. So,
Yeah, definitely. Brazil, a track which has always been a favorite of IRC and has produced a lot of safety cars in yesterday's race and in general. So we can see how that's going to go on, especially with the packed grid of this today. It has almost all of the uh, championship leading drivers. So let's just give you a rundown on how the championship looks. We have Evil Doc leading us with 59 points, with SD at 52 and Couple at 52 too, with Black Sheep 1 point behind at 51. So that's how the top four looks like. But actually, Couple will not be taking part today, so it's going to be a three-way battle for the lead this time between Evil Doc, SD, and Black Sheep. Let's see who can pull it.
yep, looks like a very close top three. But let's have a look at where the arena they're gonna battle at, shall we? Okay, so the Interlagos is a very fast and flowing circuit. A lot of good DRS zones and good overtakes at the end of both the zones. A lot of elevation changes, but of course it's a fan favorite because of that reason. The Senna S is just amazing to take it. Let's have a look at some of the past action that you've seen on this track. As you can see, the main straight, it's going to be a source of a lot of moves. We can see a lot of moves both there on the outside and on the inside. That's one of the reasons why people love this track. There's so many lines to overtake on. At this scene, you can see Couple making the move but getting a very bad exit. And of course, how can you forget the GR straight leading up to turn 4, which was pretty infamous for what we saw in IRL racing between Verstappen and Hamilton. But we'll be seeing another moment like that today. It's just going to see in the and approaching the most infamous turn. So this is also going to be another corner that is critical for the exits. Need to get a good exit, else your entire main straight is compromised.
Right then, the circuit autodromo Jose Carlos Pachi, bringing it over to the right-hand side for turn 1, throw the car in. Important to keep it within track limits as we go through the center entrance, hook the car over to the left-hand side to get the shortest possible run down the first DRS straight, down the beta poster, down to turn 4. Very easy to exceed track limits here, very easy to exceed track limits around this entire circuit. In fact, keeping it on track and pushing the track limit is going to be crucial. Coming down to turn 6 and 7, a fast double right section that brings us to the end of sector 1. Hook the car in for turn 8 and 9. Bring the car over to the right hand side for turn 10 and immediately over to the left hand side for turn 11. A fast left hand curve going down the hill over to the infamous Juncao corner, turn 12. Very easy to lose traction on the exit of this corner, and now we come down an almost NASCAR style back straight along the curving speedball section. Important to get your exit right through turn 11, and that is the lap of the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pachi.
That was a good hot lap by our IRC RB20. And I think the players have started loading into the quali session. Will be underway soon. But yeah, before that, ask about what are your predictions for today's poll time.
So as we saw from Avi there, that was around 175, and a poll yesterday in Tier 2 was 174. So I'd say we'd be looking at low 17s for sure. Maybe a 170, or if everyone's on point, maybe a high 16 potentially. What do you think?
I personally think that it might be 107 lows, but let's see. These guys can turn their performances up a notch, considering that this is almost at the tail end of the season. So we might see some blistering performances today.
Yeah. My prediction for Paul is always going to be Black Sheep. He is just has the pace, just the general driving skill. and pace on every circuit, no matter which circuit it is. And as we can see right now, the race as well as the qualifying both are going to be dry. That's going to be like music to the ears of the drivers. That's exactly what they've been hoping for.
Yep, Brazil is known to produce some good wet races, but not on this occasion. We're gonna have a full dry race. Okay, seems like everyone else is getting their setups on. We see a car going out. Okay, looks like almost half the grid is out on the track, and they should just watch out how they're spacing right now. Montero and Young Driver are very close to each other, and this Young Driver is back out of that. Okay, Montero is gonna be the first one to post the fourth lap. So, alphabot, why don't you take us to the lap?
Yeah. Deepak, can you go on with this one? I can't. I'm having technical difficulties.
Okay, looks like Alphabot is having some issues, but well, let's just carry on. He goes on, and let's see how he takes this corner. Oh, that was a bit sketchy on the entry, but still carries on. So looking good. The infield section gonna be very critical on the corner exits. We see a yellow flag, but I think it's nothing to worry about. But yes, he hooks up the exit really well. This corner as well goes in. Perfect. That was really good. Once it's the final corner, the exit is going to be absolutely crucial here. Get all the rundown onto the main line. It should be a tidy lap. 108. But still, there's a lot of time left, I would say.
Yeah, sorry, that's why I couldn't take you through the lap because there was like 0 FPS. I couldn't see anything.
So sorry for that. There was a minor technical glitch. And I think we should be back on the action. But yes, Sani seems to have not having a good quali. Again, he multiple this lap and went into the barrier. Good for him. And by the time we were out, this will seem to have put in a much better lap with a 107.5, which seems to be sitting in the provisional pole at the moment. Followed closely by Faizan, who is very close to him. 582. It's really good lap. And now Akash, I think he's going into the pits. Oh no, oh, that was a very shallow line pit over there. I thought he was going to go to the pit, but yes. Oh, he goes on provisional pool by 2/10. Goes up to 107.3. That's real brilliant after him. This is going to go into the pits. Yes, of course. Let's all go on board Black Sheep. He's on his out lap. We'll come back to him. Mr. G. He will be doing a lap on the medium. He'll see where he's gonna end up. But not improved enough. Stays in 11th. Let's go about Black Sheep. I think he's about to cross the line. So Black Sheep has been one of our favorites in quali this season, has been putting his car on pole quite consistently. So it's been interesting to see if he can carry the streak on forward in this track as well. Takes turn 1, 2. I think the turn 2 was a bit more conservative. He's taking it very conservative. How yellow flag up front. I think. Oh, Ninja Zero is out of quali. I wonder what happened to him. Okay, looks like he just lost his car on the traction exit and just binned it into the wall. Looked like it. That is sad end for quali for Ninja. Black Sheep has got to redo it again because his lap has been invalidated.
You might want to check the stream overlay and stuff. Might be an issue with that.
Yes, that's what. Thanks for that.
Deepak, can you just check the chat?
Yeah, just turning on. I think you might want to. Yeah.
And
Yeah, you might want to turn on the virtual cam again, I think. Yep, all good.
yeah, okay, we're back.
Deepak, right now on stream, we don't have any commentary, so you might want to check that. And plus, the virtual camera seems to be just like 1 FPS right now.
Alright, just give
We
me
have
one moment.
we have game audio, but commentary audio is not there.
Just one moment there. Give me some
There's no
time.
game audio in the virtual cam.
Yeah,
on
you don't
Discord.
get you
Oh,
don't get
okay.
audio on virtual cam. Yep, we are back.
Okay. I hope that was the last of all the tricky glitches that we had. I really hope so.
Yes, we are back.
Can someone do a quick audio check? Let's see. QBRB has already invalidated his lap, so this attempt is gone. I think Evil Dog is on his hot lap. So, and pointing out about these Aston Martins is usually they're kind of out of the picture, but come race they're like they're scoring some good positions from out of nowhere. So these guys would want to keep that trend going on and want to get some good positions, some good points for the constructors. And let's see that Evil Dog has went out way wide and his lap is gone before he even started. It's really bad. Yeah, I guess we should be back. There's been a lot of gremlins today, sorry for that. But yes, Oxygen has put his car on provisional pole at 107.1. Alphabot, can you confirm if everything is fine? Get a mute for the day.
On stream it's all good right now, but for me it's a different story.
Right, just give me one moment. Yep, should be good for you now. Can you confirm?
A bit better. Let's hope it stays this way.
Okay, sure. Lucky seems to be on a lap again, so it's definitely gonna want to try to give his best to lead one oxygen from his pole. Seems to be sitting comfortably at the moment, but seems up with the purple second sector. Oh, that was very close, but still not enough. It's lost into the third position. It would still be an advantage on the starting grid, but it's all gonna come down to the start.
And it looks like Oxygen has put in that time and Oxygen retired.
Yeah, he just drove into the pits and retired. He was confident that, I mean, of course he couldn't have done anything more after that, so yeah, I would say he has got the job done. Oh, and ST tops the time even more, goes on to a 107.0. Stonking lap. And yes, SD is back to his wheel this week, so yes, man has found his pace again.
If you don't mind telling me who all are still on laps.
Think Black Sheep. Akash is still on a lap, I guess. Not too sure. Yes, he is on a lap. On the final corner, and was a decent exit. Oh, he's in the pits, my bad.
Evil
I think
Dog goes.
in terms of lap times, I think we're all done. Yep. So that is going to be a starting order. I don't see any change coming. Okay, so after that session, we have ST on pole with a 1070. An amazing lap from him. And Oxygen coming in a close P2. Gap separated by only 7 thousandths of a second. That's really nice to see. 7 tenths, my bad. 700ths. Again, what's wrong with today? Yeah, anyway. So Evil Dog is in P3, Black Sheep is in P4, Akash in P5, Danish in P6, Young Driver FA P6, P7, Faizan in P8, Whistle in P9, Kibarabi P10, Montero P11, RB Ferrello P12, Streeter P13, Haridox P14, Akar Sanavani P15, Wilster G16, and Ninja Zero unfortunately could not put in a time, and he starts from the back of the grid.
Okay, now we're waiting for the grid to line up. Deepak, how do you think the race is going to pan out? What's your prediction on the number of safety cars?
Going by yesterday's trend, might see some safety cars, but of course, we don't want to see a lot of safety cars. That kind of stops the flow of the racing. But let's see. Uh, it can be good for some people, but it can be a detriment for others as well. But yeah, I mean, the only thing we could do right now is just wait and watch how things go out.
And now we're just waiting for the formation lap to start.
Alright, should be in for a smooth race as far as stream is concerned, but well, I just hope that's the end of our issues. But yes, we do have an exciting race up front. So, like you just went through a championship standings at the start. So ST is currently in P2, if I'm right. Am I right?
Yeah, trailing Evil Dog by 7 points.
Okay, so yep, we do have them starting in top 3, but point to notice again, ST has gone back to his wheel. His wheel had some issues and he had to fix it. And finally, he's done that and he's back to wheel. So, how much of an impact do you think that might have in this battle?
So as you can see right now, SD, who was generally qualifying in around the top 10ish area, now he's on pole by around a 10th. So if he can carry that pace and consistency into the race with his wheel, he's definitely got the pace for the win.
Yep, he's gonna be someone to watch out for. See the formation up, they're coming out in groups, it seems like. So we have top 3 and then the next 4 cars a group and then the other next 4 cars a group. And Ninja coming in super slow at the back. Well, he's on the medium, so it makes sense for him to warm up, but this seems to be quite far back. I think the AI is taking control now. Yep. Should be preparing for the race start now. Ninja will slot in his car any moment now, and I think he might be in the box now. And we have lights out, and looks like Oxygen seems to have got a better start. Oxygen is already cutting off ST, and he takes a lead by turn 1. Wow. Oh, and behind we already see some spinning cars. I think we lost 2 cars already. Oh, that seems to be Akash Sonon and Evil Dog. Oh, that's a disaster start for Evil Dog in this championship chase. He needs to be up front there. Behind, everything seems to be cool so far. But do we have more happening? Oh, Tanish is going on the inside of Black Sheep. Oh, that was almost very sketchy. Almost in front of the crash, but still somehow survives that. And now he's under pressure from Young Driver FA, who has the inside line now. And yes, he just wrestles him out of the way and gets the position back. So Tanish being the attacker. Oh, but he's still going back. He's not over yet. Oh, well, finally it's sealed and Young Driver has gotten ahead of Tanish. That was quite a few interesting corners there. Yeah, and Streeter is also making his way past, and he seems to have gotten a better exit compared to Harry. And the tire advantage is there as well. Harry is on his medium, whereas Streeter is on his soft. So Streeter looks to be in the prime position to take this position away, but has to back out there for the braking. Up front, these guys are still battling up. Danish and Faizan. Faizan seems to be on the up here. He's having the inside and just easily takes him away from Danish. Danish seems to be falling down a few positions. Gonna be fighting back soon. Up front, ST has not yet given up the chase on oxygen. He's still there, right on his diffuser. ST is not gonna give this up that soon, that much we know. Okay, so the real SD is sizing up on oxygen. He's gonna take down the inside line, and okay, it's gonna be a battle of the brakes. And ST is much more brave on the brakes, gets the inside line, and has got the move down on oxygen. Monstrous overtake there, MST, but yes, oxygen is still right there behind him.
Driver FA who got past Black Sheep just 2 laps ago. Faizan just closely following behind Black Sheep, while Real SD and and Evil Dog, both the championship P1 and P2, all the way down in P14 and 15. So that is an ideal for them. Can we ride on board young driver FA to see how he's doing? Just barely missing out on the straight, something he would have liked a lot. So let's see, he can hopefully get it for uh, the uh, the back straight if he's good on the turns 1 and 2. This whole train of cars. Yeah. Yeah. So, but now if this might become a bit stale until the pit stops start happening. So pit stops, if you're going for soft hard, start around lap 9. You'd want to pit around lap 9 or 10. Your call. And on mediums, you're going to try to pit. If you're going to go soft medium, you're going to try to pit around lap 13 to take you to the end on the mediums. I'd say the soft medium is the faster strategy, but your tires are pretty worn out in the end. Oh, wait. Black Sheep has won. Black Sheep has been hit by five San, if I'm not wrong.
It's not Faizan. By the way, he was trying and won Q Barabi, and well, that did not end up well for him.
So what happened to Black Sheep? Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for the early issues in the stream. My PC decided racked up, and thank you, Dan, for sticking up. And well, yes, I mean, I'm seeing S is the tail. Could you guys just help me catch up on that? Yeah, well, SD has fallen down to the back. Last I saw before a PC was leading. Can you please check your mic? I think there's some issues with the mic. But yep, while he fixes,
It feels like issue after an issue today.
yeah, seems to be a good day for us. But yes, we'll definitely
Hello.
we're trying on
Yeah,
it.
one more thing. I believe that Deepak and Alphabot, you both should continue talking because SSJ Assassin's voice is not at all audible on this stream.
Okay, so we got it. Um, so we're stuck here for until Dan gets back. Until then, we can ride on board the. Okay, we're back. And Fivezan has dropped a place to Tanish. Tanish getting past Fivezan, so that isn't ideal for him. So and Fivezan has a penalty too. So he isn't in the best position right now.
Yes, and currently he is under attack from Cube Rabi, who seems to be much more pacier right now.
And young driver FA getting a penalty and dropping down behind Cube Rabi. I thought I saw him run wide there, so that
Oh, it's
wasn't
gonna be an
great for him.
interesting turn 4 here. It's Cube Rabi has made past his way, but oh no, it's not. Young driver
It's young
resists his
driver
way
FA.
past through Cube Rabi.
Yeah.
That's an interesting few corners there. Young driver coming to the rescue of his teammate Faizan.
Oh, Black Sheep getting a 5-second penalty for, I think, illegal overtake if the prompt was right, but on this is showing only 3 seconds. I don't know what's going on there.
I think that was. I think that will not be Black Sheep because he's having only 3 seconds. Currently, the only person on track having 5-second penalty it's Faizan. He's having 8 seconds, which means the 3 seconds for track limits and 5 seconds for some other offense, which I'm not sure we've got it or not. Might be the illegal overtake or something, but I'm not so sure where that happened.
So young driver going on his teammate this time, probably going to get past. And Fivezan flashing his red light really low on ERS right now. So, and oh my God, that's
I think
some
we have the
questionable-
answer for why the red light's flashing. Man's using quite a lot in his defense.
Yeah, and that was.
Can we go on board Tanish, please? He
questionable.
seems to be much closer to oxygen. They're just 2 tenths away from each other.
Yeah. And they've both have pulled out a bit from the struggling Alpha Tauris who are trying to keep it ahead of each other, something that's not ideal for both of them.
Yep. I mean, Tanish was in the middle of those 2 Alpha Tauris and Cube Rabi was in the mix. But now look how far Tanish is broken away from them while these guys are battling. So, yep, that infighting definitely hasn't helped these guys.
Dan, can we move on the pit stops to see who's made the pit stop? I think Rissel may have made his pit stop. Rissel on his pit stop going down to mediums trying to undercut the 2 Alpha Tauris. Let's see if that's possible. He
I
actually
think
did
going
some-
at this rate, it might be possible. These guys are not really helping their races, fighting each other so hard like this.
Yeah. Oh, wait. They're not. Both of them are not pitting. So maybe a double stack at the end of this lap. That wouldn't be ideal for any of them, costing them at least 3 seconds for the car behind. So they're going to be rushing to get in front of each other this lap.
Yep. Things are not looking favorable for them at the
Tanish
moment.
ahead of Oxygen.
Oh, we missed this lead swap. I think must have happened at turn 1. I don't know how we missed this, but this Tanish has taken the lead away from Oxygen.
And it said a 10-second time penalty for Ninja, and he's retired from the session. Okay, if things going from bad to worse for Ninja today, that isn't ideal at all.
I think he's lost the car in the same place where he lost it in quali as well. Yep, the car is on the left side over there. Yes, he has lost the car the same way he lost it in quali. Looks like
All
that
of the
corner is-
runners right now will be praying for a safety car, but just not happening. So that's if it would have been safety car, that would have been absolutely amazing for the top 11, and absolutely horrible for Rissel, who pitted just a lap ago.
That would have nullified the strategy entirely there, but yes, the settings with F1 seems to be on the extremes. It's like either safety cars for everything or safety cars for nothing. It's kind of weird actually. But yeah, that was a very weird situation. But it's a very bad ending for Ninja's race as well. But as we see, Akash is trying to make a move on Montero, but has to back out. But Streeter, looking to be as feisty as ever, is closing up right behind them, rubbing his hands, trying to see if he could make a move through there.
Yeah. And both the AlphaTauri is going on for another lap. That's something I wouldn't have thought was going to happen. 14 laps on the softs really destroyed them. They're around the 65 to 70% range right now, so that is not great for them.
Currently, they're on 13 laps softs, and yes, I think they're on the edge of their tire lives, I would say. Can you go on board them and check the tire life for a moment?
Wait, Montero is doing hard soft, so we can expect much more from him going on in this race. Oh, and that's
Hey,
a 3-second
can we
ban
stick on
penalty.
board young driver? He's much closer to oxygen, and they're already making a move. Can you go on board the lead pack? Oh, he's already made the move even before the DRS detection zone. I think this might come back to hurt him.
And going on for another lap. I don't know what's happening here. Everyone's just extending. And young driver keeping it ahead of oxygen. Oxygen taking it nice and easy. No need to keep, no need to stick your wheel where it does need to be there. It can result in a really bad spin there.
Yeah, and Faizan has gone to the pits. He's going on to a set of mediums right now.
Hello
And so
guys,
has
is
Black
my
Sheep. Black Sheep has also dived into the pits, and he's going on to the set of hearts. Okay, I think he's going to make the one-stop work for himself.
hello
Hearts
guys,
might be a bad choice though, considering that the grip is going to be horrible on those tires.
is my audio fine now?
And as we could see in yesterday's race, hards were definitely not the right choice, at least for the first 15 laps, where the mediums are definitely quicker.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not sure if it was a mistake or a genuine choice on hearts, but yes, let's see if he can make to the podium. Maybe you could get some answers.
And as you can see, Rissel 8 seconds ahead of Faizan. So that's absolutely amazing for Rissel and absolutely horrible for Faizan. At this pace, Rissel actually might be coming out in the lead. Let's see what happens.
Yes, and Oxygen has decided to take to the pits, whereas Young Driver is still continuing outside.
Yeah. And is Streeter going to go into the pits? Yeah, Streeter's also in the pits.
Young Driver is taking it really long on the softs.
Guys, can you hear me? Is my audio fine now?
Yes, it's all good, but
we can hear you. We'll just check on the stream, sorry.
Yeah. Really sorry about that.
Fine, I mean, it's better than what he has today, but anyway, going back to the action on track, Akash has pitted for a set of mediums, and Streeter has again gone into a set of hearts. I don't know why today people seem to be taking the hearts.
So Montero is quite close to Akash. I think we are all Montero's planning to take this for another. I don't know. I'd bet on 8 or 9 laps more since he's on the set of hards.
Yeah, hearts can do a bit longer than the lap we are currently on, so can extend it a bit, but of course the grip level is not gonna be helpful even as the tires wear out. Because considering that the fuel load is still pretty high, so it's not gonna really be helping in terms of grip.
I'm sorry, Young Driver
has finally managed to pit here. Got into the pits. Now he will hopefully come out ahead of Faizan. I mean, looks to be that way. See, given the distance and the track map between both of the drivers. Let's jump on board Faizan just to be sure. And yes, he managed to make it quite clear ahead of Faizan there. So
yes, and he gets a jump on Tier-1 as well. Was contending with him for quite some time.
And Tanish in the net lead, but with the penalty, it's going to go to Rissel right now. But Young Driver FA on 4 laps, fresher mediums, which can help a lot towards the end of the race. Let's see what Young Driver FA can do with that.
Yeah, that tire advantage is definitely going to come back. And like you mentioned, the penalties, they could play a big role when it comes to the finishing results. We're still, I would say, halfway point into the race, but I'm pretty sure we're still going to see a lot more track cuts coming our way. It looks to be trying to take the move. That was a comparable exit between both of them. It was not both of them having almost a similar kind of exit, but I think Tier-1 might be a bit more ahead.
Yeah, but let's also take a look at Akash here, who is almost about to make a move on RB here.
Oh, going side by side through here, but I think that's easy move. But RB Frala will be looking to fight back on the brakes, but Akash makes his intentions clear. This goes way ahead into the braking zone. But again, we do have the next DRS zone, which could provide an interesting fight back opportunity for RB. Will he be able to make the most out of it? Well, essentially a bit far back. I don't think we like stay.
Well, that is, like you said, that doesn't seem to be likely, as RB seems to have still not made a pit stop, and we have a yellow flag in sector 2. I see a
That seems to be a
Ferrari going
Ferrari.
slow.
Is that Black
Yes,
Sheep?
yes, I think he might have lost it at the end of turn 4,
Well, the
and
hard tires
he's
are not doing him any
oh
favors at the moment.
yes, and he's locking up all over the place. I think he's probably, his tires are on fire right now. Might have had a
Can we go on board
Tokyo
Tarnish,
drift.
please? Is he making a move?
He's already made the move, and on Montero. He's all set to He's all set to make a move on Akash Sonavani, who's still not pitted for a fresh set of tires. Okay,
They're going really long, it seems.
Yes, seems like that. Seems to be that case. P1, P2, and P4, and of course RB Ferraro in P18, who's not having a really good race on his birthday. And of course, let's not forget, wish you happy birthday, RB Ferraro.
And the top two, 18, I think they'll actually go for another, at least I would think another 6 laps. Not 6, maybe around like 4. I think 23, maybe 24, 12 laps on their fresh softs would be what they're looking at.
12 laps is kind of feasible. Yeah, but then like you said, it all depends on how how they manage to keep up their positions, because Stanish is right on the tail of Akash, and he's barely broken any sweat there making the move there. So I guess we can expect Akash to be losing his patience right now, and probably might be diving into the pits at the end of this lap. Because, I mean, as far as I can say, his tires are probably giving up right now. And there's also another bit of action here. Montero's, I think he just Russell just made the move on Montero there. I think we missed that bit of action.
And Russell only 6 tenths behind Akash, so maybe if he can keep his pace up through the middle sector, maybe a move on the main straight on Akash. And yeah, as you said, Akash may be thinking, well, what am I still doing out on this set? Let me get on a fresh set and start pushing. So that can be a possibility. If not the end of this lap, maybe the end of next lap.
Okay, so yes, Whistle is closing up. Like you said, Akash is pushing it quite hard on those tires. I think Whistle is gonna make an easy job on him. Can you go on board Whistle? Since he's much closer to Akash.
And as we speak, he's already made the move also.
That was easy sailing.
Yes, I don't think Akash is putting up much of a fight against anybody who's trying to make that move against him. He's just letting everybody just breeze past. So Tanish, Rizal, 2 people have overtaken him in the span of 2 laps. And there's a yellow flag in sector 1, and there's Oxygen has DNF'd. Oh my god! And there's a safety car.
That's a sad end for Oxygen. He was doing really good in the race.
That's absolutely perfect for Will Suji and Akash. And even Montero. Everyone. I think softs is the right call right now. 15 laps and another 2 on the safety car at least.
Yep, well, it's an easy sprint to the end with the softs. They can easily make it. So yeah, Wilster is getting a golden ticket at the moment. I would say Wilster, Akash, even Montero can ditch those tires for a set of softs.
Well,
falling into their favor.
Softs would be a stretch, because by the end of lap 12, the 12th or 13th lap on that set, they would be losing a lot of time there.
Into the pits.
Yes.
I think Rissel's going on to softs. I doubt he'll be going on to anything else.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't make much sense to go on a set of mediums.
Yeah,
softs until the end.
Okay, I don't know, man. Going on the
if normal racing, I do agree it's going to be a stretch, but you need to consider that there is going to be a safety car lap for almost like 2 laps more. So you could say maybe 12 laps is what going to be the proper racing action on these tires.
Yeah. Well, when you look at it from that point of view, yeah, then definitely softs would be the wiser choice.
Yep. As you can see, almost the entire grid has gone into the softs, except Q Barabi, So he seems to be taking the gamble by staying out.
I don't think that's the right call if you ask me. And wait, Whistle has pipped Tanish in the pits, and now they're on exactly the same tires with Whistle in the lead. Wow, that's worked out amazingly for Whistle. Probably Tanish getting held in the pits. He's not going to be happy about that.
Or is it?
If it was something like that, it's definitely not going to be a happy result for him. Also, I think maybe Real ST and Tanish might have gone into the pits at the same time. Did that have some kind of an impact? I'm not so sure.
That probably might have been the case, but then I don't think the two Haas drivers would have been so. The distance the gap between them wouldn't be so big if they had pitted at the same time, if they had double stacked. I think it might have been just that.
Honestly, I have literally no clue what would have just happened there. Probably it would have been just some pit lane hold up, I guess.
Yeah, that's the most likely case, as I can say.
Yeah.
So while everybody's right now, everybody's just catching up to the rest of the grid, the back markers at least. Well, unfortunate race day for Black Sheep there, who was as far as I can say, on a good run, starting on P4, but now had to pit. But luckily, yeah, in a way, it is a good sign for him because he'll be much closer to the rest of the grid after that incident which he had at the end of turn 4.
That is true, though. He'll be closer, but the point to be considered is everyone had some fresh softs, so they're going to be pushing like crazy. And the pace difference on this track with softs is like absolutely mega mad. Like you can push like hard and can almost close to a second a lap if you're doing it absolutely perfect on the softs. So it's going to be a very hard uphill task for them, but they could try their level best to do some damage limitation.
So I think it'll be safety car in this lap. I would think so. And yeah, 12 racing laps on a new set. That's definitely possible. But like, any thing of different. I mean, all of them are on the same set of fresh softs, so it doesn't matter. If one of them gets worn out, all of their tires will be worn out.
Kuberabi seems to have taken the gamble by staying out. I don't know how long he's going to be able to last up front, but if the man can pull it off, trust me, that's going to be a mega win for him. But yes, it's a very tough task that he has in hand.
Yeah, definitely a tough task there because, like you said, Wilster G is going to be eager to just jump at the very next opportunity which is going to be available to him, and I don't think that opportunity is very far away too. It's just going to be one more lap of safety car, and Kuberabi is already on 9 lap old mediums, and they must have lost a lot of tire life by now. So I can see. I mean, I think the Cuber will be losing three to four positions by the end of after the end of the safety car.
That's gonna be a tough going for him, but let's hope he has what it takes for him to fight back. That's gonna be one hell of an interesting show, I would say.
Deepak, you were talking about the random appearances of the Aston Martin cars in the front. Well, this is another show of that. These guys just are in the back of the field and then they just plop at the front and then they just take races.
Yeah, I mean that's something that we've noticed quite a lot of time. Like it seems like they'll be having. I mean, in this case, I think Evil Dog is not having a really good day today. And coming to that point, like we have the top two in the bottom out of the points today. So this is definitely going to do some interesting stuff in the championship standings, I would say.
Yeah. So it's anyone's game now, literally. Everyone on the same set, just coming down to raw pace and a safety car in this lap.
Can I go on about Wilster G? I want to see how the restart is being taken by him.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, I just had a little bit of an interruption there.
Not a problem, man. Alright, so Kuberabi is backing up the field. He doesn't look to be much eager to go, but Wilster G on the other hand, he's pointing his car, just waiting for Kuberabi to floor it.
Abhi was trying to probably pull a fast one on Wilster, but it's not worked for him, unfortunately. So Wilster will be looking to make that move at the end of this. Probably this. I don't know. The IRC is not active yet, so I think Cuber might be able to hold him off for a little, but as soon as it comes back on, or probably even by the end of this lap, I think the move is going to be made.
I think next lap, turn 1, it's going to be an easy move, but behind, oh, look at that. That was so close.
Oh my
This is
god.
just
Oh,
taking it down the inside and throwing it in there.
spectacular. And Wilstigi getting a penalty. That's so bad for him.
And Tanish barging his way
Oh
through. And
no.
Oh, and and he keeps it on track, keeps it on the road. Luckily, just barely avoiding a spin. That still is.
Okay,
oh,
and that
he's not
okay.
out of pain yet. He's not out of
I
pain yet. Young driver
every
comes in behind, rams him onto the back. Wilstigi is not going to be a happy man.
That was a nightmare for Wilstigi.
He's not going to be a happy man. There's going to be a ton of reports incoming. That much I could say. This if you very
And
tight.
Rissel probably going to go on Cubabi. Can we write on about Rissel? What's happening up there? Yeah, and wait, Cubabi out of ERS. I don't know how that's possible. The safety car just ended.
yeah, he was probably dumping it all at once, trying to salvage as much as he could, as much as he could try. But unfortunately, he's
Cubabi is a sitting duck at the moment, just
Yes.
getting past left and right and center everywhere.
lost 2 positions in the span of 2 corners, or 3.
Yep.
Actually,
And Tanish and Rissel back to where they were before, with Rissel leading this time.
let's also
Let's
look
see
at
if Rissel can
RB.
take it.
RB is also quite close to Akash here. Man, it's kind of difficult to follow. Everybody is like sticking very
the
close
safety
to the
car
next
restart,
guy.
there were a lot of positions being swapped at the behind. Now Real ST is in the points.
It's barely though, and he's also on medium, so that isn't the best tire to be on right now. Let's see if he can salvage a bit of it.
So I think ST will be happy if he could at least end up in a point scoring position.
And Evil Dog is right behind him too, on softs, if I may add. So he'll be looking to get past him, get past his championship rival.
Yep, and up front, Akash is trying to make a move on Cuber. Avi, I think he's much closer. Can he go about young driver?
Oh wait,
and I think we missed him.
Evil Dog.
Back.
I think
my
Evil
God.
Dog just got past.
Oh
Wait,
man,
no,
there's simply this.
SD got a.
SD also racked up a penalty there. Let's just follow them for a bit. And RB's also made his move on. No, they're going side by side, but Akash still manages to keep his position there. Well, this point it feels like RB has a superior pace. Not really sure how, because they both are on similarly aged tires, similarly aged softs. But yeah, RB's been reducing that gap since the last few laps.
Yep, he is. And up front, Akash is closing up, and I think it's going to be another move incoming on Cube Ravi.
Yeah.
I think we've I think we've forgotten about Faizan here. I don't know how, but he seems. I think it was Faizan who actually lost his wing there in that altercation with Montero. I don't know who it was, but young driver FA seems to be quite okay for now.
And then RB Ferrell just made the move so easy. I think he might have just dumped some of his battery to get the move done. That was a very easy move. The speed was like just on another level.
Kuberabi 1/10 behind Akash Sonawane, just being passed, so he's just a sitting duck, as we just said. And Faizan, I think he's going for the steal. He's stolen the fastest lap, and he's gonna try to keep it that way, trying to save a point for his team.
I mean, if you ask me, Kuberabi has actually been driving quite well, considering the the tires he's got on. I mean, he's still managed to keep himself in P4. So yeah, well done on his part for now. There's still 8 laps left to go.
He's still got quite a number of laps to survive.
If he can keep that trend for another 5 laps, I think they'll be equalized on pace.
Right now, Kuberabi is going to be praying for the guys behind to fight and engage among each other, because that's the only way he can get away. At the moment, just look at the gap. It's just going down, and every single straight that you see, the DRS zone is getting eaten up.
I mean, it's pretty much a DRS train right now in P3 to P11. I mean, just look at that. The gap is less than a second from between each driver. You don't get to see that kind of action even in real life, and that too like just a few. I mean, how many laps has it been since the safety car restart?
think like 2 or 3 laps, I guess, after the
Yeah.
safety restart. I think we had 3-4 laps after safety car restart. Yes.
So I mean, yeah, kudos to all of them for at least like keeping it sort of clean. We have had a few incidents, but still, yeah, hats off, guys.
But Kuberabi seems to be within DRS range, so he's gonna want to hang on to dear life with the DRS range. But we see a move right here. Akash going down the inside of real SD, and that's
Oh,
not a place where you see a lot of moves.
that was actually Real SD making the move on Akash.
Oh, my bad. I'm really sorry about that. But just like I said, that's not a place where you see a lot of moves happening. But yes, they managed to pull it off.
And that too on a set of mediums, he's managed to do it.
Young
And
driver
young
just
driver
wait.
is pitted for I don't know what
And
he's.
Tanish gets a penalty. Oh my god, if Russell can keep it clean and keep it 3 seconds, within 3 seconds of Tanish, that's a win for Russell.
So as it stands, well, Tanish doesn't have anything to lose. He's still, if the positions.
Oh, okay. That was
Oh.
some intense wheel banging there between Streeter and I guess it was real SD. I'm not so sure, but that was a really big incident there.
SD's also lost a few positions. He dropped down by 2 positions just now in that. Okay, and he's also lost his left end plate.
Yep, that was
Oh,
SD and
man.
Streeter, I guess. That was some side-by-side contact, and SD's has just got yeeted off into the side.
Well,
that was a really big incident.
we were expecting a comeback drive and from SD, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. Both Streeter also has lost his left end plate. From what I just saw in the last scan, can't see anything from here.
Scanning on but Tanish, he's making
Yeah.
the move
Oh.
on Russell.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, it's quite an eventful field today. I can understand their frustration, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, so Montero's also made his move on Kuberabi. Oh man, and man, there's simply a lot going on here. And Streeter has DNF. I think he's probably just rage quit at this point.
And RB
RB
has
is-
Cars getting past
Kuberabi.
And this is a ton of action. Even too much even for me. Holy crap! I'm
Well, this kind of action is something that we all love to see, but yeah, so Kuberabi has dropped on even further positions. So right now, I think pretty sure he'll be praying for guys up here to rack up on some penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another 5 laps left to go, and the grid is tightly packed, and
Can you go on about Russell, please?
Yes,
Upfront?
just a second.
These guys
Yes.
seem to be swapping positions every lap.
Oh man, that was
Oh.
okay. Was there a bit of contact just now? I'm not really
That was a
sure.
bit questionable, but Russell keeping it clean, keeping it on track. And I think Tanish got another warning there. It looked like he
Yeah,
had all
definitely.
4 wheels off.
He definitely did get a warning that he just completely cut through turn 2 there, went completely onto the curbs. So yes, that's definitely not helping us cause.
Top the second back on Russell.
And Akash just lost another position. And let's jump on to RB. He seems to be quite close to Montero there.
It was
Okay.
a real birthday drive. What a drive from RB.
Well, if you had asked me this question a few laps ago, or probably within the first 10 laps, whether RB could have made it to the podiums, I would have definitely said no, because he wasn't having much of a good time there. But he's managed to make a pretty decent comeback. He's in
And
P5
Akash
right now.
Sundaravane is in his sights. I guess if he can get the pace in, get it going, maybe a podium for RB potentially.
Yep, and he makes easy work of Montero. Will Montero fight back? Can you go about Montero now?
Yeah, both of them seem to be having the same amount of ERS as well.
And that was definitely a warning for RB. He completely cut that. Like, completely. It was a warning, so I think he has to keep it a bit cleaner. And RB, just a second of Akash, probably trying to get into the DRS right now and hopefully trying to make a move in the next few laps, trying to get out of DRS of Montero too.
Well, meanwhile,
Right now, yes, go ahead, Dan.
yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but meanwhile, I think the wearing effect of the soft tires is starting to take place. As we can see, Kuberabi on 18 lap old mediums is managing to close that gap. between himself and Montero. I mean, it's just
Yes.
moving around between 6 tenths and 7 tenths. But his position's still not safe as Evil Dog is right on his tail.
Yep. I was just about to say about Evil Dog. He has managed to recover from the tail end of the grid and he's onto the points. He's up into P7. So yes, he's done a really good salvage job, I would say.
Oh, of course, man. And it's not just him, but both the Aston Martins are have put up a good fight here. I mean, they managed to salvage a lot of points at least for the cause of the Constructor Championship.
And up
And
front,
I
we have a
think up
move.
front, yes, RB just lost his position, gave it back to Montero.
Like, Huberabi is going to be much more happy seeing this because these guys are not just running away, they're fighting each other. So he could have another chance.
Yeah, so yeah, and like you said, I definitely have to agree with you there because the gap has been shortened down, but it depends because there's a DRS train forming up from Montero to Evil Dog. So it all depends on how fast Montero's going.
Yep. And up front, Danish is hovering just over. I mean, Akash is hovering just over the 2.3. So, as it stands, he is looking ready to inherit the P2 from Danish on penalties. But he's got to watch out that he doesn't, lose the gap. He's got to stay there.
And if Montero, if Akash closes a bit to Tanish and Montero, and Evil Dog gets penalty.
Hold on just a
Okay.
second there. Let me just take a look at penalties. So as it stands, well, Tanish looks like he's set to lose another position to Akash Sonane. So if the gap is maintained as it is right now,
Yes, Akash will be taking the P from
he will
Danish.
get an
And
easy
maybe
promotion.
if RB can close a bit, maybe RB going P3 and Tanish falling off the podium.
Yep, that is a very real possibility.
Of
And
course.
the fastest lap set right now is 1:08.2. That's absolutely blistering pace. That in race time would have set you in, I think, like P6 in Tier 2 quali. Sorry, P8 yesterday.
And let's take a look at this young driver FA and Black Sheep are just fighting it out. I think we just missed that bit of action there. Okay, let's also quickly jump on board Evil Dog. Did he lose a position there just now?
No. Kuberabi seems to have went a bit
He's
wide or
made
something.
the
It was
dive
very
there and he's completely gone off track. Oh, and he's lost 2 positions in 3 corners.
As it stands right now, RB Ferrello will be on the podium. Let's see if RB Ferrello can close that and get P2 from Akash in this last lap. Going 4 tenths back. Let's see if he can pull something out of his.
Yes, we're already in the final lap. Let's not forget to mention that. And okay, there's a yellow flag in sector 1. That's probably the Ferrari of Black Sheep. I think he's just.
That's a very sad race for Black Sheep. He just fall down to the absolute end of the grid. That's not a race that he would have expected to have, but unfortunately, that's the day he's having at the office.
And RB trying to get the perfect exit, trying to salvage, not salvage. He's going to be happy. Oh, and Tanish having a big moment. Let's see if RB can get the move on Akash. I doubt it. With very less to go to the line.
No, that's not very likely. And Rissel has made his finish with a comfortable 3-second gap. And oh no. Let's also move on Kuberabi. Oh, okay. The grid is quite closely, finishing order is quite closely packed there. Okay.
Yes, and Tanish has been pushed out of the podium position, and RB Ferraro takes the podium. So yes, that's a really good comeback from RB Ferraro.
And I think that's going to be 1 point for the real SD, if what I can see is right now.
Yes, I think he might take that 1 point away.
Oh yes, he does, with a comfortable 6-second gap.
And that's Rissel back on the top step of the podium after a 2-season hiatus.
Yep, he's gonna enjoy this victory. That was quite a good race actually. Like a lot of stuff was happening around, and yep, I'm pretty sure even RB Ferraro is gonna be happy with this performance, considering where he was at the starting stage of the race was so much far back and just managed to fight his way back to the front. He's definitely gonna be happy, and yep, I would say that's a good birthday performance for him.
Oh yeah, I have to agree with you on that. Well, Congratulations to the podium holders. That will be Risil, Akash, and RB. And like you said, RB getting his birthday gift of a podium position finish.
A gift that he had to work quite hard for.
Happy birthday to you, RB. Okay, why don't we bring on the commentators to sorry the podium winners into the commentary.
Yep, let's bring them on. Let's just go over the results. So Rizal takes a P1 in this race, Akash takes P2, and RP Ferraro takes P3. Danish finishes P4 after brilliant performance due to penalties, and Montero in P5. Cuba Rabi hanging on to his dear life, hangs on to P6. Evil Dog doing another recovery drive, coming out to P7. Akash in P8, Young Driver FA P9. Real ST P10, Willstar P11. Faizan P12, Black Sheep P13, and Streeter, Ninja, Harry all not finishing the race. A very bad day for Ferrari team today.
Okay, let's quickly move on to the podium interviews section.
Yep. So Alphabot, why don't you take away the podium interview? I think we've got Russell and RB Ferraro with us.
Yeah. So Rissel, that's a win for you, P1. I think 2 seasons in the making. Absolutely amazing race, man. That was class. Class drive, pitting on the softs, coming back out, and keeping in P1 and pulling a 3-second gap to Tanish at the end. That was amazing.
Yeah. I think it was maybe it was easier than it what do you call it? No, it was harder than it looked, I guess, because I ran wide on the first lap and I thought I was done because I lost so many positions. And then when the safety car came out, I didn't have new softs, so I thought the guys who started on the mediums would win. But I was lucky, so I'll take that, I guess.
Great call to move on to those softs in the end and like sticking it out, and you had amazing pace, man. That was really good. That was really, really good.
Thank you.
Okay, why don't we move on to the next the driver who finished P2 for the race, Akash Sonawane. Are you there with us?
Yes.
Well, what can I say? You definitely kept it clean there to finish on P2. We were we were honestly thinking that Tanish might take that P2 away from you, but well, that was quite a brilliant.
I think Tanish had damage at the end, so that's why he was slow.
Well, we unfortunately I might have failed to capture that moment.
Yeah.
So talk us through your race. How it went for you?
The race was good, but at the end I was lucky for the safety car. It came at the right moment when I was about to pit. So and then I joined P4, and Cuba Rabio was on medium, so it was easy to pass him. And then at the end, Tanish had the penalty, and he was slowing down. So that's the story to P2. But I was lucky, yes.
Well, I will agree with you on a bit there, but it's not completely luck. Of course, you also kept it clean, kept it. You did your job. That was 90% of how the events transpired. So, good job on you. Yes,
that was a great race.
Why don't we move on to RB, our birthday boy here? Let's all wish him a happy birthday.
Yes, RB Ferraro, that was first of all, let me start by wishing you a very happy birthday, and that was a really good drive from you. So could you just speak us through your race, how it went up?
I had that unfortunate VSC glitch which gave me a drive through first, so I had to serve it, and then it was just to keep it clean whole race. The safety car came it at the right time for my medium soft strategy. Then I think I overtook the pack and just came on the podium from P10. So that was a good comeback, I can say, and a good race.
It definitely was a good comeback. So, yep. So, and how many warnings were you sitting on?
I had only one warning. That too on lap 1 was. That's it. It was a clean race for me.
Okay, that's even more better. That's really awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't really think I have any other questions. But yes, you guys really good today. It was a really good race. Yep. I guess that's it from my side.
Yeah, I mean, that was a decent drive from all the podium finishers, like I mentioned earlier. That will be the end of an action-packed Tier-1 race, I would say. I hope the other commentators here, Deepak and Alphabot, have had your fill of
Yep.
the action.
Yep, it was an action-packed and a glitch-packed event. If our stream is concerned, I'm sorry for that. I think I missed a few segments of action. But anyway, thanks, Dan, for stepping up and saving the day. So,
Well,
yes,
I'm
that's
no-
it for
I'm
us.
yeah. I'm no
Alright.
stranger to glitches and technical issues myself. Well, you also stepped up for me at times. Yeah.
All right.
We
So
all
yes,
got each other's
and
backs.
on that good note, so we're gonna end the stream. So do catch us next week when we come back. And
For
we'll be
Australia.
doing more racing action. Yes, from Australia. All right. So stay home, stay safe, and have a good week. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. Good night.
Wish you all a good night, guys, and